Welcome back to another episode of Bob Montego. It's been a while since I've done a video, and just want to switch up and make some changes here. So before I start, though, I wanted to just say, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my videos, as I try to bring you the best information I can within my videos. Um, Today, I want to talk about Jamaica's long involvement in Africa, long involvement and influence over the continent from which we descended largely. Most Jamaicans are African descent, but not all Jamaicans are. But when we talk about Jamaica in the context rather of the continent, we tend to talk about our descendants from Ghana or Nigeria or West Africa in general, or even matters concerning slavery. But most people, both in Jamaica and on the continent, don't realize how involved Jamaica has been over the years in the continent, in matters concerning the continent. One could argue that this influence went back as far as the 1700s, when Maroons were shipped off from Jamaica to Nova Scotia in Canada after being tricked into surrendering in one of their war campaigns they had against the British, and then eventually sent off to Sierra Leone. I've seen a few accounts of descendants from those Maroons and the work they've done in Sierra Leone. So yes, as far as that, we also should make note also of the influence of Marcus Garvey's Pan-Africanism. We could call him the father of Pan-Africanism. However, there are accounts of people who have come before him. So he's not officially father of the Pan-Africanism, but the Pan-Africanism that influenced the continent the most in the most comprehensive manner is from Marcus Mosiah Garvey. You can ask people who understand the works of Kwame Nkrumah in Ghana's 1957 Ghana, will tell you that he was influenced by Garveyism. Jomo Kenyatta of Kenya was influenced by Garvey. Nelson Mandela will tell those who are followers of Nelson Mandela will tell you that yes, he was influenced by Garvey also. You could Gaddafi, Colonel Gaddafi, Muammar Gaddafi of Libya. He'll tell you that even him was influenced by Garvey. Robert Mugabe of Zimbabwe, he too will tell you, himself, yes, of his influence by Garvey. So yes, South Africa. South Africa, Jamaica was the first country actually. Actually, at that time, it was still a colony of the British government, but Jamaica was the first place to place an embargo on, led an embargo on South Africa for its apartheid system against its local population, majority population of blacks in the 1950s. Angola will also tell you that, when South Africa threatened, apartheid South Africa threatened to invade Angola, and Cuba responded. It was Jamaica that fueled Cuba's fighter jets on its way to Angola to prevent a full-scale takeover of Angola by South Africa. If you want to look also at the issue of reggae music, for example, reggae has influenced the popular art form in on the continent. Afrobeat. If you check it out, the genesis of Afrobeat is actually a mixture of reggae and local continental music forms in different countries across the continent. Senegal will tell you, Ghana, Nigeria, Kenya, the Gambia, all those countries will tell you of the influence that reggae has actually had on the continent. Rastafari, most people don't realize, Southern Africa has the largest population of Rastafarians in the world, not Jamaica. It has surpassed Jamaica. Many countries in Southern Africa. It's not just South Africa, but Southern Africa in general. When you look at like Ethiopia also, the influence Rastafarianism has spread into Ethiopia. The thing with Ethiopia and South Africa, Southern Africa rather, is that these countries have set up towns that are dedicated to the movement of Rastafarians. Some may argue that yes, some of them are not exactly religious Rastafarians, but they are more, more enthusiast and living the lifestyle of Rastafarians. But in addition to that, there's several practicing Rastafarians, more so, more in population than those actually on the continent. I mean the island of Jamaica, West Africa to Gambia, all those places. They have Ghana too. They have a growing, thriving population of Rastafarians. How about the food, the culture? The food, our cuisine has spread tremendously across the continent. If you you know many countries in major cities, you'll find Jamaican restaurant, distinctive Jamaican restaurant serving Jamaican cuisines run by Jamaicans who live in those countries. The food, jerk chicken, curry goat, brown stewed chicken, oxtail, broad beans, all the different things, the lifestyle, the language. You can hear, if you check out many times like Nollywood movies, you'll hear the language, the dialects adopted into many of their scripts. Jamaican, you know. So the extent to which Jamaica has been involved and influencing the continent itself is tremendous, and it's not for show to say, hey, Jamaica is above any other country in this regard. It's just that it shows a level of commitment by the island, the connection, the unity, the the vibes that has always existed, the pride we share for our Afrocentric ancestry. I want to thank you for joining Bob Montego, and if you have not yet done so, please remember to like, share, subscribe, and tell someone about my videos. And thanks again for watching.